Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
No, we're not doing this. I'm Jen. You're Neal.
I'm Winnie.
That's our cat.
She is hypnotizing me.
We have cats. They're ragdolls. We're in a relationship. We live in Canada, but Neal is American, but we don't hold it against him. We talk about reality television.
Yes.
You're mad at me because we haven't talked about Survivor yet.
We're just pushing, we got 2 episodes to do. That's 4.5 hours of Survivor. 2 episodes. Season 50, returner season. Bada bing bang boom.
I've already begged people to go watch it so that it revitalizes it. People raved about it, though.
Yeah?
Like, official sites, like Entertainment Weekly, which has been a champion for Survivor since the beginning, of course, has, great stuff about it. But, social media has been overwhelmingly positive, I think.
Oh, definitely.
So, they did well casting, because, that's a big job. You have to decide between all the people ever and balance young versus old and who can actually do it and fit it into their schedules and who would you really want there. So, so far, bravo.
Bravo.
To production.
It's episode...
To not bravo. Guys, I have been loving Summer House.
Episode 2 has ended, and 2 of the 3 champions are out of the game.
That's crazy. So where do we start? Should we just start with this week's episode? Tell everyone to go watch the premiere, but we're not going to talk about it?
I mean, the premiere basically set... We'll just do the highlights real quick.
Go for it.
So Jenna was the first person voted out after she tried to make a power play. She started playing way too early and way too hard, and she tried making a move against Cirie, but Cirie quickly turned the tables on Jenna.
She really is a masterful social player.
Oh,
Cirie.
yes. Ozzy immediately aligned himself with Cirie because he admitted
he's socially inept.
Yeah, he has no strategy bone in his body.
Dude ain't got no game.
But he is a challenge beast still.
Still. He is still Aquaman.
We found the Billie Eilish boomerang idols. That's new to the game.
I'm not mad if that's how celebrities are going to be. If it's legitimate celebrities who like Survivor and are like, hey, can an idol be named after me? I don't have a problem with that.
The Mr. Beast one, he comes and does the auction, right?
I don't think I even mind that. A guest host for something special like an auction on a monumental season. I think I can excuse that. I'll have to wait and see it to formulate my official opinion, of course.
So the boomerang idol is the person that finds it has to send it to a player on a different tribe, and if they get eliminated before using it, the idol comes back to the person that originally found it.
But it's under the assumption that if you end up at the merge together, they can just hand it back over to you, right?
No. It specifically says that the person getting the idol cannot give it to anybody else. So, they have to either use it...
So then why would you give it to an ally? Oh, because it still protects them in the meantime.
Well, once you get to the merge, you can be like, hey, I gave you that, want to be in an alliance.
Okay, so you do send it to someone you like.
Or you send it to someone you think is going to get eliminated
quickly
without
so
realizing
that you get it back really quick.
Yes.
That's true. That's not how... So Christian gets one in this episode. That's not how he's playing it, right? He just sent it to someone who he wants to protect and who he wants to align with. He did consider the alternative. Yes. Send it to someone that would, put a mark on them and hope it would come back to him.
Yes.
What is Winnie doing right now? Sometimes we talk about our cats, guys. Is that okay with you? It's not going to change. Would you like to see more pictures of our cats on Instagram? Like this podcast, and we will post more pictures of Winnie.
Oh, she's the most photogenic.
I can't believe you just said that. She literally is the star of the show. But, humble, Not humble. Naive? Yeah, oh, you got to get to know how curling qualifiers work.
I'm so confused by what I'm looking at.
I was at the Page playoff games.
So Jacobs got smoked, huh? Both the heavy hitters both went down. Yeah, curling, Canada's national sport.
I actually love it. Let's go curling.
So what else? See, in the immunity challenge
In episode 1
in
or
episode
2?
1,
Okay.
Kyle, season 48 winner Kyle, that everyone loves, ruptured his Achilles and had to get, after being allowed to finish the challenge.
Yeah.
Then they didn't know what his injury was, and so they came later in the episode, and the dude's
Never
like,
a good sign when Jeff comes to your beach.
"We need to check your Achilles to see if it's still attached."
And like they did an ultrasound and like still kind of couldn't see, but Dr. Joe is like Dr. Joe, and he's like, I'm gonna do these other like simple physical tests to see. And basically there's one where you like squeeze the calf and the foot should like jerk, and it does that because the tendon is connected. And so on one leg it went totally normal, and then on Kyle's other leg, like his foot didn't move at all.
Nothing.
Like fully disconnected.
So yes, he did. He flew back like the day or after he was medevaced and had Achilles surgery within the week.
Crazy.
Because obviously you're not going to do that in Fiji. You're going to have to. I think he flew to New York.
And then tell us what you know.
About what?
That he'd actually already gotten up on the platform that he was trying to jump up onto as he got hurt.
Everyone on your team had to jump up like an
super elevated
10-foot ramp. He was already up there. Colby could not get up. And he went back down, helped Colby get up, and then couldn't get back up.
Tried to jump up on his own. And when he landed back down onto the sand, it was just...
Snapped the old Achilles. Yeah. It was because he landed with half of his foot on the ground, his heel on the ground, and half of his foot on the ramp, which of course at that angle puts the most strain on your Achilles.
Yeah. And he, like, the next step he took, he, like, went down.
Yeah. Thankfully, he was full of adrenaline.
Yeah, he finished it. They, like, wrapped him up and he finished it.
Yeah. So, we lost Kyle in a sad medevac, yeah.
And that's where this episode actually picks up. Because, of course, when they walk in for the reward challenge, you're seeing Vatu getting their first look at blank. Blank voted out at last night's tribal council.
Jenna.
But then being like, getting the first look at this tribe. And then you see that Kyle's not there. And everyone has this emotional moment. And it's like, the magic of Survivor 50 is already there. And like, these people love and respect each other.
Yeah, and then Coach almost drowned.
Oh my God.
Both of his legs cramped.
Goes out to sea with Jonathan to have his, like, heroic Aquaman moment. How many times can I say Aquaman in one episode? And
gets a cramp in each leg.
Like, Jonathan's like, not a couple minutes later, I see him floating. And I'm like, oh, he's, like, being Coach. He's, like, meditating, floating on the water. No, he, like, couldn't move his legs.
Yeah.
He's like, Jonathan saved my life.
So
the Survivor blow-up boat that's there when they go swimming.
Yeah, rescued him and brought him to shore. And a lot of people on Reddit were upset that they showed that because they felt it took them out of the immersion of Survivor.
Really?
But then some people like me and you are like, oh, we love seeing that.
We like behind the curtain.
Yes, we pull the curtain back and show us.
It is. That's like, I'm obsessed with Summer House. And when Amanda was crying on the beach, but she was over talking to one of the producers, and someone was like, Sierra, I think Amanda's crying. And she's like, she's over talking too, and then dropped the producer's name. She's like, there's nothing I can do right now.
Right.
Like, yeah, you spend, like, when you're filming, you spend, like, 72 hours straight with these people, basically?
Yeah.
I mean, not really. That's the good thing about it being in a home. They have cameras everywhere. But they do also have a crew.
Yeah, and I've seen them running around the house. Like, it's wild.
I love it.
Let's see. So
We love Devon's and
Yes.
Christian.
Devon-
Oh my gosh!
Christian shit his pants. That's what I thought. So he just stops and Joe asks him like, "Hey man, you all right?"
And he's kind of like hunched over, but like really like stiff, like as a statue. And even Joe says, like when I ask him if he's all right, he's so frozen that I think, oh, he's thrown out his back.
Yeah.
Like that feeling where you really can't move. But he couldn't move for another reason. And Joe was like, "Are you okay?" And he said, "I'll let you know." And he's walking down the beach, and he turns around to the cameraman, and he's like, "You really don't want to follow me for this."
Crazy
He shit
because
his pants, man.
yeah, I thought he was sad about not being near his newborn.
You thought he was going to start crying, and it's going to be an emotional,
I did.
which makes it even funnier that it was pants. Listen, like the Survivor Gods and poop, I will always remember, I think it was Colby's first season, he went on and his mom came out as like bring your family member out. And he's like, "Mom, I've only used the bathroom twice." And that will always stick with me because back then it was like 39 days. And this was towards the end. And I was like, so like in a month you pooped twice?
Yeah, well,
Like,
you don't
be
get
like maybe dead.
you don't get fiber, so like
There's nothing in your body to get expelled either. Is this too much poop talk?
So
I apologize.
we're getting a common theme, which is crazy because they obviously planned ahead of time for this. The team that lost the immunity challenge the first episode lost again the second episode.
Here we go again.
And have to go to tribal. But before getting to that, we see in the preview for next episode, they're already swapping tribes. So after 3 people being eliminated, they had a tribe swap. Because the team that lost the first 2 challenges was most likely going to... Yes, and you can't have 3...
That's not even fun. You don't get to know the teams.
Well, no.
I mean, I know it's different this season because it's all returners, but...
But that's it. You don't want to have returners sitting out. You want everyone to participate in the challenges.
100%.
So, I get it. I'm glad they had this ready to go.
Me too.
But, yeah, the same team lost. Christian and Devon's are amazing together. They hatch a wackadoo plan to plant a fake idol at Tribal.
People have done some whack things at Tribal before. To me, Tribal is sacred. Like, I don't think there should be something there. I remember once someone went up to the podium and, like, cracked something off of it and was like, "Is this an idol?" And Jeff was like, "No." Like, good try, I guess. No. But can we talk about how much Devon's hates Joe?
I do, yes.
And his game of integrity?
I want
that
to
was
get
basically the theme of the episode.
So because Savannah, spoiler alert, ends up getting voted out.
I'm actually really mad.
People were not shocked at all because they're like, "You're a winner. You're going to..." Like, everyone fully expects if the first time D is up for elimination, she's going to be voted out. But Savannah came out and said, like, they really cut down Joe's conversations. Like, they were a lot worse and a lot longer than what they showed.
Like, he's even more paranoid than he seems.
She said that my conversation with Joe made me see a side of him that no one has seen on Survivor before, and I didn't like it.
Wow.
So, like, he was spiraling, apparently, and she said the Devon's conversation was, like, 3 times as long as what they showed.
Like, to me, I would like to go back and see if Devon's gave commentary about Joe's season, because this is obviously how he felt watching Joe the first time.
Yes.
Is that it's no fun to play the game of honor, to say, I pledged my loyalty to these 5 people on day 1, and we're going to get to the end. The audience doesn't even like it if those are the 5 that get to the end. We didn't like his season for that reason.
And Star on Twitter was like, I could add to the fuel to this fire, but I'm just going to stay out of it. So, like...
You made it so that people around you didn't even have a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, that's not part of the plan. That's not part of the Joe plan. So they both Christian and Devins, right? Devins, that sounds wrong, have said you have to work around Joe. And they were talking about having a schedule...
A jotation.
A jotation, to make sure everyone was still talking to him to, like, ease his mind and asking him how he felt. And, like, that's exhausting. That's no fun. And so if you're legitimately at the point where you're like, this dude is making my game not fun, vote him out.
Well,
I'm so disappointed it wasn't just a Joe across the board.
So apparently him apologizing, like, really resonated with the team. And it was... Savannah was like, at the second he apologized,
she knew she was gone.
She knew she was gone. So
because she was watching them make up, and
right.
like obviously they were able to overcome it, which I think is crazy, man. I don't want him to ruin this season. But Christian wouldn't let that happen.
Well,
Devins wouldn't let that happen.
Tribe swapping next episode anyway, so maybe they won't even have to deal
I know,
with
but
it.
obviously he brings that with him wherever he goes. Devin's like, I'm just not used to playing with someone who, like, won't lie.
Right, so...
And it's not saying you have to be underhanded and, like, evil and malicious to win Survivor, but, like, there's also, you're so rigid that, so there is no gameplay.
Joe's not going to... If he
game.
plays the same way he played before, he's not going to win.
So what's the point?
Be more strategic.
I really thought... Listen, Suri is so good. At the beginning, it was going to be Ozzy. She got wind that it was going to be Ozzy.
Yep.
All of a sudden, it was going to be Savannah.
Yep. Then
it switched, and then it was going to be Joe. Well, isn't that just the easy vote? Like, everyone is saying to each other when he's not around, I can't work with him. He's too paranoid. I don't like his, the moral standards he holds us all to is exhausting, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
So then I thought it was going to be him. Savannah comes to us in her diary room and is like, I see what Suri is doing. She's hopping on Joe to get the heat off Ozzy, which Savannah was exactly right, but little did she know that her name was also coming up.
Well, she had an advantage.
Yes.
Extra vote or block a vote?
Block a vote.
And she didn't use it, so clearly she had no clue that she was up on the chopping block. Which, as a previous winner, having told them that she won, alarm bells should be going off.
If you're talking about Joe, if Suria's talking about Joe, that means she was talking about someone else besides Ozzy. Besides that, It's probably you.
Yes.
I'm really sad, though. She's such a competition beast. She's been doing so well in the competitions already. And I think that's so cool that she was like an undercover beast because her season hadn't aired yet. So she won season 49, but by the time 50 is filming, 49 has not aired.
Right, because it was just, they started filming 2 weeks after season crazy. 49 wrapped. So
like they didn't know that she's won immunity like
5 times?
Yeah. Individual immunity.
She didn't have to tell them she won.
No.
But she did. I don't think they've asked how Rizzo did.
I don't think it matters if you don't win, does it?
Well, they didn't ask him if he won. At least
they were on the same season. Oh, you mean their individual teams?
Yeah. At least from what we've seen.
Yeah, well, we don't know.
So
they got lots of time to talk.
Again, how do you not get Suri out with the first vote? I get you don't like Jenna. She's trying really hard. How do you keep Suri?
Well, like, jump on it. Yeah, use her vote for this.
You can get out
Get the
Jenna
most strategic
anytime.
Exactly. But I also think she was rubbing people the wrong way, right? Like, I think she was going to be difficult to live with.
So is Joe, but he's still there.
But yeah, I know.
You get out Suri, who's clearly manufactured the votes for both tribals. Everyone voted for Savannah.
And she comes to us and she says, I don't make suggestions. I just talk to you about ideas, and then it's your decision.
Yeah,
It's not
Inception.
But
she puts the idea in your brain and you think it's your own.
yes.
So, that's a really good idea. Glad I thought of it.
I tell you what you want to do.
So she's been like the star of the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And it stinks that, like you mentioned, we've barely gotten to see the other tribes.
Because that's what happens when only one team loses.
Right.
We've seen Kyle's more than we would have because he was injured.
Yeah.
Shoot, what did I want to talk about? Oh, Aubrey.
She got
Christian gave her the boomerang.
right after they searched her backpack.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. That's crazy. Who did that? Genevieve, right? Was like,
yeah.
I noticed she was being really precious with her book bag. Like, why would you start taking it everywhere unless you got something? So they searched it from top to bottom and didn't find anything. And then Christian found the boomerang idol and boomeranged it and gave it to her.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I feel
There's no way they'd have the balls to check it twice.
the nerds can make a massive alliance.
Oh, so good. And it's good because they don't mind playing underhanded either. But, like, when they have to.
Yeah.
It's like, I think I like Emily, too.
I hope Christian and Devins don't get separated.
I know.
But
they're
they
going
would
to turn
just
on each other.
They would just team back up in the merge.
Yeah.
When do you think the merge will be?
How many contestants do we have?
We started with 24 and now we're at 21. So it's going to be 3 teams of 7.
How many do we usually do?
Anywhere from... Well, we usually start with
11?
18. So yeah, usually around 11. You got to go up to what, 13 in merge now?
Do you? Listen,
15?
only so many individual immunity podiums can stand next to each other, dude.
Right.
It's balance games and stuff. You can't do more than like 12 or 14.
People were posting like,
Most.
stop doing 3 tribes of 6. Have we like the 2 episodes so far with so many people in the tribes have been awesome with all the scheming from so many different
6
players.
is too few.
Yeah.
If you want 3 tribes, then start casting 24 people.
Or just do 2 tribes of 12 or 9.
But then that's a lot of people on one tribe.
It's 1 person more than you started with now.
True.
And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't like the 3 teams of 6.
No one does. 6 is too few to start with. It feels like we're already like into the game. And yet, again, I don't know anybody. So now I really feel like I don't know anybody when I should, and I don't like that.
Especially when the first 2 episodes the same tribe loses and now you're down to 4 on a team.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Within 2 episodes of the season starting.
Yeah.
Which has happened like 7 of the last 8 seasons.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the team that has lost has Joe, but Jonathan.
But they're not winning. That was the point they made. They're like, well, we have Joe for challenges,
Right.
but like we haven't won yet, so
Jonathan is a challenge monster.
Aquaman.
Yes, him and Ozzy.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Like, he dove into the water with those rings, and he was, like, literally putting on a show like a dolphin does with rings in the water.
Oh, we also have to talk about the biggest thing that's happened this season by far, and I can't believe we haven't talked about it yet. Yes. The biggest
dramatic
reveal.
You're being funny.
The biggest
You're
reveal.
being so stupid.
Mike White's abs.
Oh my God, way to bury the lead. You're so right.
I cannot believe when he took his shirt off and
Good
was
for him.
ripped. And it's not even like, oh, he's taking steroids, because he's not. No.
No, he just has normal, like,
He's shredded.
He developed the muscles on his body.
Yes, he's shredded.
And he's like, I don't know, bashful about it. He's very Mike White about it. And
this is why I hate teams that lose over and over again. We're missing out on Mike White time.
Bring us to the beat. Yes, what was him
talking about Coach being a bug in the water. As useless as a bug in the water.
And then making eye contact with the camera a la The Office, Jim. Like,
which Devins did later in the episode.
Yes. Too. It's season 50. Let's have some fun. So let's get rid of Joe so we can start doing that.
Yes.
Boring. As Rick Devens said. Rick Devens? Why am I having such a hard time with his name?
You're the one that knows who he is.
I know. You didn't even watch the season, did you?
So, like, that's crazy. Are we done?
We're, like, doesn't it feel done?
It does, yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for listening.
It's been a good... Again, start of the season, there isn't much to talk about because, like, alliances are just forming and there's been no merge, so, like, the moves...
And I'm sure I have a lot of other opinions, but I'm kind of sleepy.
Yeah, they've been just, like, normal votes, so nothing
like, Jenna,
crazy.
not unexpected at all. If Ozzy had gone home this episode, I wouldn't have been surprised by that. Savannah surprised me more, and I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
Okay. We love you, bye.
Bye.